Hello, boys and girls. Good afternoon. Happy, what's today now? Monday.
Nothing
Good.
happy. I came to fight today.
Jola, I just want to ask you, you look like you are married to a deacon.
Look, that's not what.
Yeah, you look
That's
like you're
not
a
what.
deacon.
No,
You look like this, like Wednesday, like you're running Wednesday service.
Yes, but I'm
announcement.
Hip. No, I'm hip, but I'm the hip one.
You look like you're doing you look like you're doing announcements.
But I'm the
like
hip
the youth
one.
pastor's
I'm the one
wife.
that says you can serve God and still be cool.
Yeah.
Okay? Being with Christ does not take away from your personality. Anyway, I came here to fight this morning. Today, I was in Surah this morning.
And you wore this chiffon.
Look, excuse me.
No, I just want to be clear.
I actually wore one of my boo-boos.
Because you know that in an area like Shura, once you wear this kind of thing, they can never take you seriously.
I will get to that. I want one of my boo-boos. But the first thing I need you guys to realize is, do you know that you can't fake like an aura? I was there doing sa. Sorry, sir, excuse me, sa. Then my dad just appeared. All of a sudden, things just started happening. He didn't say anything. Just like, oh, good afternoon.
Because you look. I don't look.
I was going to say like,
you don't look like you have anything to offer them. So they're just like sis.
But basically, what took when I got down to doing it, actually time they took about like 4 minutes. We got there at 9, and I left my parents there at like 12:30-ish. And basically, there's one person with one INEC. They have their own kind of like iPad thing they use for registration. There's one person
in government office.
with one in like one of the registration centers in Surah. He's just one person
doing
and this
everything.
is how he types name, address.
So slow down.
He now said, okay, now we need to capture.
Madam, can you move your head?
Show your ears, please. I was just like, why is this entire process so slow? Why is this so slow? And the aim is to frustrate you.
Yeah, I think it's designed to frustrate you.
They don't want people signing up. You can't convince me that for Lagos Island, it's right. One guy.
That entire
place.
You're even lucky you didn't have lashes. Have you not heard?
Yeah, they'll make you take off your lashes.
They'll be like, sorry, madam, had red hair. And she was like, they go there with blonde hair. They said, oh, can she borrow somebody's
wig? No, you wear a wig.
No. They actually asked her, like, if she can borrow the wig. Yeah, that there are some ladies that have black wigs. So ratty. You now pack it on.
My friend has to use scissors to cut her lashes.
My friend has
like, madam, without this is not your real face. We need to capture you as you are.
Wild.
They are crazy.
She had a massive afro. She now had to put the
oh my
she now had to dye the hair red. She now had to put the wig on top of the afro. So in the picture, I just saw your hair is like big. This high. Your head is here. Like, how is this a good look for your passport?
The worst thing that happened to me was the passport picture I had before this one, my Nigerian passport. My mom and I were feeling really cool. Two of us had even done matching hair fringe. They didn't cut it. They said, you will split it. You will split it for us, man. Me and my mom looked crazy. Like, you know what? You look crazy. Because we were being stubborn. We were like, and my one woman was like, if it's me, I will not do it. I'll go with another hairstyle. My mom was like, no, we can't go and come back. The two of us looked absolutely batshit in those pictures.
How long did you have to have that passport for?
A few years. I was always embarrassed. You know, kind of like, I actually looked legit
now when
crazy.
You get to like immigration, they'll look at you. Look at you like, are you sure this is the same person?
Anyway, people, as you can see, we have guests today. Let me tell you something about these guys. This is my favorite couple. They're not an actual couple, but I keep saying this is actually my favorite couple because even people doing romance, they've not done past this.
Do you want to introduce yourselves? This episode is brought to you by Flutterwave, who along with WizKid have launched Send, a new way to send money to people who matter to you everywhere. You can send and receive money from people in the US, the UK, the EU, South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, and lots more countries. You can receive money on Send using your barter account, mobile money, or your bank account. It really just depends on your location. To find out more, visit send.flutterwave.com to start sending and receive money across 29 countries. Okay, guys, back to the episode.
Okay, I'll go.
You can introduce me since you're my wife.
I'll introduce us. So I'm Vanessa, and this is my wifey and my girlfriend, Itunu, the owner of Itunu Fabrics and Demaspace Spas.
She sells gold too. You forgot that one.
You forgot.
And K Jewelers as well.
My full accolades. What's that?
There's so many things she does. She's awesome.
And what do you do?
I'm a designer. And my brand, I should say my brand. I don't know why I don't know why I have that lag.
I was waiting for you to jam. When you said Itunu fabrics, I was like, you won't say your liver.
Okay, I'm a designer and I own a brand called Nyosi. NYOSI brand. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay, so what are you doing today? Do you want to help some people?
I finished ranting, but is there anything else you did this week?
This week?
Well,
I haven't slept.
Why?
Do you know? Because I have been seeing parts of Lagos that nobody should ever see. The depth, the inner parts of Lagos. The lawless places, Ikorodu, Alimosho. Do you get? So I'm going through a lot of things in the aim that
what are you doing in Alimosho?
I said I want to make money. I want to do business. I want to be doing recycling and let me go into the grassroots, with the local
May the
community.
force be with you there.
Let me not lie to you. It can never click. For me, it can't. Also, I need a holiday. That's why I've jammed. Like, it's been very long.
How long are we talking here?
December.
So 3 months ago.
No, but if you don't leave Lagos every quarter, you can faint.
Honestly, I agree.
It's rough.
Please.
Like, even if you give them like Abuja, Accra, you just have
something.
You just have to
beach.
you just have to like dip out, because otherwise you're liable of losing your mind.
Mm-hmm. I concur.
We did just come back from a holiday.
Yeah, you did.
A couple's trip, if you must. But it wasn't really a couple's trip, but it was a girls' trip. And where did we go? Went to
Dakar.
Yeah.
Senegal. Actually, went to 2 cities, Dakar and Sali. It was really good. Actually, did you know I didn't know Senegal wasn't fine like that? Because
I really liked Dakar. It was so much fun.
In my head that it was, Nigerians, we have this main character
about
syndrome.
other African cities.
I was ashamed of Nigeria. Like, listen, I've been to many African countries now. Every time I'm just like, why the hell are we still talking?
When I went to Nigeria,
we should just shut
and
up.
everything, I was
Giants
shy.
of
I was feeling shy.
No, I'm
it was
sorry.
Awesome.
I was
The
feeling
airport
somehow.
works.
Somebody even messaged me like, hi, sorry, are you in Maldives? I said Maldives. Excuse me, this is Senegal at our backyard here.
Should we answer some dilemmas?
Yes, that's all we do here.
Okay.
We help a lot of people here. Let me assure you.
Let me pack my own problems aside. Assume judge and jury.
Run it up.
That's what I love about this.
I love this
People
shit.
send me their questions. I pretend as if I don't know what they're talking about. I just say, how could you,
It could never be me. I'm so sorry. Girl, you gave a man money? Oh, no.
So he says, hi guys, trust you are both good. So I'm not good. But this person, first of all, one person's name is Confused Bride.
You're already confused. Don't
worry. You guys are thinking something else, but wait. She says, so I've been with this guy for 3 years now. I'm in plan on getting married in November. I've always known I'm AS. And when we got together, he told me he was AA and he was super sure about it. Towards the end of last year, he needed to do some medical tests for something. And one of the tests he did was the genotype test. Jola and FK, come and see me see trouble. He's AS. I love him so much and he loves me. And apparently his mom made some sort of mistake when he was younger. I don't even know or care. But now I don't know what to do. Do you think it's worth risking it? Even the thought of having a sickle cell child scares me ridiculous.
I'm not a good person to ask. I've done this thing 2 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have personal experience with
that's what I'm saying. I have personal experience.
Because the same thing happened to me, actually. I was supposed to be AA. And then turns out, like, in the course of like dating and starting to talk seriously, turns out I'm AS. I did that test like 10 times. Oh my god, please
what
make
did you
it.
Now do?
I was still AS. I'm sorry.
Into the relationship.
Wait now. So, and then we're like, okay, you know what, we'll still continue. But so I did a lot of research, and this is what I'm going to advise this person. So I'm not that person, because to be honest, for me, companionship, having someone to call your own person trumps procreating for me. So It depends on who you are and where your head is at when it comes to that. Some people are like, the whole purpose of getting married is you can be a mom, but not just
have their own biological
some people feel like, they've taken that Bible verse that says go forth and, I'm not Christian, but there's something about going forth to multiply, whatever, and they take that thing very seriously. If that's you, just abort mission. If that's not you, you can get married and, there are other ways to have children that is not biological. You can adopt, and then these days, like, science has like advanced. Like, there's something called PGD. You can like select the child's, but then some people, there's religion as well, because this means doing IVF. If you're Catholic, that's a no. If you don't believe in abortion, because there's somewhere you can fertilize the embryo outside of the body, and then whatever one is AS, will be discarded. I mean, SS and then the ones that are not will be. But some people don't believe in that. There's even something called testing. So they'll test you while you're pregnant, and then if that child turns out to be SS, you have to have an abortion.
Yeah.
So it's down to your ethics, what you deem important. If all of those things you don't care, for me, I don't care. I don't care about abortion. I don't care about all of that. So it doesn't matter to me. But if you're that person that is spiritual and you're like, oh, we can't abort, or my religion says we can't do IVF, or I don't believe in adoption, then just don't waste your time.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world. But you just and it's hard. IVF for people that can't have children
it's
it's emotionally done. Go and ask anybody that has done IVF. It's not one try, it's not two tries, it's not three. Sometimes you do 5. Sometimes you take no egg will be fertilized. So it's it's emotionally tasking. So are you ready
even physically
for that? Sometimes you might start being in love and all of that problem
it ruins your relationship.
So and are you guys solid enough for you to go through all of that?
I was about to say another thing is that sometimes you realize that while the woman is the one doing all these projections and this thinking, the guy is very barely thinking that
because he's not the one that's going to do that. It's not him.
For me,
the burden is on you as the woman.
Me, like I said, I've done this thing 2 times. It seems that everybody that me I like
it's always me too,
and they're always AS, and I'm always like, listen, we move, because just like you said, for me the partnership is first, and then we'll deal with the children. I don't know.
You might not even,
I don't know you. I've never met you. You might be bad vibes. I can't say. Now, we'll deal with children later. And so we're going to do it. We're going to get married. We were like deep into the research. I was saying PGD, all of this. And it came down to this thing of, but this is going to be so much stress. Do I believe that we can go through it? And it won't fundamentally change. Like the relationship won't become about this stress. And I didn't think so. I honestly, even already during the process of research, I was seeing that I was becoming, stressed, Abby. Oh, you broke.
And you have not started.
I said, okay, I've not started getting injections of hormones. And upset, Abby. Yeah. Stress. I'm talking about it too much. I said, is that was disturbing? I just say,
honestly, you as the woman.
Not ready. So for me, if you're both ready, I've seen it work.
Yep.
I've seen people do. The second thing after being ready is you have to have the money.
Honey. It's not cheap.
It's not free.
See,
it's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
Not say,
millions of naira.
If you don't have the money, this option is not that clear. You have to, as in, if you're going into this thing, we're going to be AS, we're not, as in, we're going to do PGD or whatever. You have to have the cash, you're going to do IVF. Is expensive.
Money. And because you will not do, it's not one, you're very lucky.
You'll be very lucky
people that are doing one try. Like, it's like,
or even 2.
So the 2 of you have to be prepared to put that money aside. And that's a conversation you have to have now. So those are some of the things that if you don't have the money and you can't see the money in sight.
Yeah. You also, there's also other things like family intrusion.
Exactly. Are you ready to start? Me, I had already fought.
You'll be doing shalaye every time. People be like, are you? I don't know what for me. I think that's what killed us, because it was not us. It was like outside voices. Family, are you sure this one? And then they start getting into your head, adoption. You know how Nigerians are when it comes to adoption. And again, because look at this is like a lifetime. So you have to think, I know I'm going to go deep now, but in terms of even, it's a lifetime of contraceptives, because if you're not going to go and remove your womb because accidents can happen. You might get pregnant. So you are going to go and, you have to think about the fact that you might have a hysterectomy because you don't want an accident to happen and you go and give birth to an SS child. So if you're going to go down this way, either the guy gets a vasectomy or you do a hysterectomy, it's a lot. And then people will now start saying, you want to go and remove, and once he relieves you, you won't have any choice.
It's a lot. Is that you both have to be 100%.
It's a lot
ready. And the thing is that I've seen it work. I've also seen it kill couples. Like I've seen it destroy the remainder of the relationship, because you're just thinking, this shouldn't be this difficult. Like this thing is not that deep.
And some people freestyle it and it works out for them.
Yeah, some people just have the children and somehow they've had 3 kids. And they did vasectomy and everybody's cooling. Anyway, what I thought we should talk about is female friendships. People always ask this thing. And I didn't know this was a thing until later in life, that people were not having good friendships, because obviously me, I've just been insulated. Somehow I locked out in life. But I want to ask you guys, because you guys met as adults.
Yeah.
It wasn't
you guys have been friends in primary school.
It wasn't from primary school or whatever.
Or even secondary school.
Yeah. And I think a lot of adults, we get a lot of things on the podcast about how
adult
do I make
friendship.
Friends.
Yeah.
And people are dead serious. They're just how do I make friends outside of people that I went to school with or any of that? and not just banter friendships, like actual deep
Meaningful
friendships.
So how did you guys
Now,
meet, first of all?
So we met on Twitter, actually, literally in 2010 or so. No, was it 10?
It was a uni. You know you're old. She's there saying 2010.
It was like 2010,
First year of uni was 2008.
So we met like 2009. So I don't think we met. Yeah. So
we met second year of uni because I remember coming to Coventry and you were in
we both had like different personas on Twitter at the time. And we just gravitated towards each other. And I remember at the time when we met, it's not like I was looking for it wasn't one of those things where I was like, oh, I need a best friend. I'm going to have a best friend now. Because I did actually have another friend. And that's the whole story for another day. But it was an organic thing. And it's funny that you asked that because today I was literally saying on Twitter, like, I'm literally not the person to shoot a friendship shot at. The moment you tell me, oh, I want to be your friend, Vanessa, I'm just like, girl, what the fuck? No. I like when things just happen because they're meant to happen. So we met 2009, 2010, and we were cool for the most part. And I think we grew up and life happened and we grew apart. I'm not really going to get into why we grew apart because I'm a forgiving person.
And there's a nigga involved, obviously.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes. And then he sees me sometimes and he's trying to say hi and I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Because if I had my way, I would tear you to pieces. But because I'm grown and we're mature now, I have to ignore all that. But that's the thing with things being organic. Like, if someone's going to be your person, they're going to be your person. So we didn't speak for maybe, 4 or 5 years. And I started a job.
Me, I thought it was just going to be a small thing.
Literally it was a very long time where it was like, we would think of each other like, friend, that friend I used to have. Oh, I used to know Itunu. Oh, I used to know Vanessa. So it wasn't like we're even in touch at all. And
I didn't have her number. She didn't have mine. I wasn't following her on social media. Like nothing. Like it was
absolutely nothing.
Ghost land. Like when it was like Vanessa, I was like, oh, Vanessa. And because we were very close. Yeah. And then we just
stopped.
But then
this is my problem with men.
They destroy.
I don't even want to, in fact, because I'll use another 30 minutes to abuse this guy. So let me just free. But anyway, I started a job at the bank and my office happened to be literally a 2-minute walk from where her shop was, where she does Itunu fabrics. And literally I was so depressed and miserable at the bank that every lunchtime I would literally just go to Itunu shop because I'm like.
But wait, how did we start talking again?
Yeah, so
I had also deleted my Twitter account, so I had even left. So I came back maybe after a couple of years, and then I followed her. And so when I started the job, I'm like, oh, hey, I think I'm like round the corner and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
No, but even before that, you don't remember you invited me for your birthday. And I didn't go because I was mad at her. Because I was just like,
but when did I'm trying to remember why I was I must have seen her somewhere.
Used to be nicer.
Yeah.
I can believe it. You used to be way more like,
I feel like that might not be a thing.
I'm not now.
What do you mean by I used to?
If you somebody you're fighting with before, you're not going to invite them anywhere. You're not inviting them anywhere.
I feel like that.
If you know we'll give them a dirty eye, we should rather.
I don't know. It was just always, I still had a soft spot for her now. Like, obviously, she's my friend. She was my friend. Like, even in England, like, I would go to Coventry, we'd party. Like, it was just like she was my guy. Even up until when we came back for NYSC, we still went to like NYSC secretariat together. My mom knew her. I would go to her. So I don't just like, obviously then that happened and it was just like. And then it was my birthday and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, and then this food not come.
Because I was like, who the fuck does she think she is? Like, you vanished for years and all of a sudden now I have to come and party with you at your birthday.
Well, that's because me and that guy were already on shaking ground. And that's how I remember, where are my old friends?
Now that this thing wants to cast, let me go and
where are my old friends?
But then, we did keep hanging out and I don't think well, for me anyway, I don't think we realized how close and codependent we started becoming with each other. And I remember she told me they split up. I think that's when we now got a lot closer.
Some days left
of course.
But I was like, oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry that happened.
I heard me one too. One person is crying, but the person is laughing.
And literally, I think from then on, it was just it was just what it is. What it is now. We just became a unit.
I'm so happy to see what a healthy friendship is like because I hate this bitch in my own life.
If you ask us all these memories, my friend go and sit down. Do you grow?
How did you guys meet?
She dated my brother.
Excuse me.
Wow.
I was 11. I was 12. And my taste was very questionable at the time.
Wow.
This is how these babes move. This is how they
Declan was my first boyfriend though. When we were year 7. And so in year 8, he was like, my sister is coming to life. I was like, who's your sister? I was like, that girl. I was like,
oh, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. It was a brief one. Yeah, but I did.
But yeah, so it's
fair.
I'm a huge fan of female friendships. I think there's just something that women are taught to prioritize romantic relationships, which are fantastic. They are great. But I think if more people were able to be vulnerable and open and honest and
there's a lot of love that you can
and treat their female friendships with the intensity and the intention that romantic relationships are taught to, you know.
And also all this grace, the leeway you have. My dear. Sorry, before we go, the camera, please. I just don't want to forget this travesty that Michael Jackson. This is the outfit that you wore that got you this name. It wasn't this outfit, but is this
something
kind of
similar? The vibe.
So first of all, Michael Jackson is in what I can only describe as his secondary school blazer.
Why are you doing that?
Then, it's like he was marrying. He was planning to marry at the top. Then he was going to play basketball. What was this shot, Nika?
Are these jeans you told?
Did you tear them? Okay, you bought it like that.
Don't mind them, man. I support your outfit.
Vanessa, you guys, Vanessa and Michael Jackson will definitely vibe because
because
there's no combination Vanessa cannot give us.
They dress are because you look like you are going to the court on the top. And you are going to play basketball on the bus. Are you seeing what's happening here? Do you know what I want to see? I want to see
Vanessa and I'll come up with a look.
Yeah, honestly. I want to see them.
Give us fashions. Fashion. Because Vanessa, what are you wearing? She's like, you look nice. I said,